What's up, world? This is Levi Craig with another speed paint video. This one I'm doing of Hogwarts, the castle. Love Harry Potter. It's a very good series. I highly recommend everyone watch it. Of course, it's not really a series, it's more of a movie trilogy or a franchise, whatever. Anyway, it's fantastic. So I start with my light sketch, like I always do. And then playing down lights first. I'm kind of thinking about a moon, kind of like a gloomy moon kind of setting. And I want vibrant colors all over the castle. So I'm laying down some heavy yellows into a light yellow green, into a forest green, and then I'm going to put down a little bit of purple into red and back into yellow. So I kind of wanted the main section of the castle to like really have the full hue of color in it, because we have like the moon lighting, and you also have like some magic lantern lighting. I forget what they call the lanterns in Harry Potter, but they're magical. Okay, it's magic. But anyway, going back up into the sky a bit. Oh, snap. I think my video just fast forwarded a little bit too fast. We teleported in time a bit. I did a little bit more of the castle section, did some more greens, and it's moving from that green to purple into blues and some yellow splashes. But the sky right now is looking pretty tight. I'm kind of doing from the moon, going into light blues, into reds to purples, a little bit of orange in there, and the green. Because I'm trying to go for, make the most out of the effect of watercolors, because if you lay it on very, very wet, it bleeds together and creates a very neat texture sort of thing. And with the castle right now, I'm kind of pushing a lot more contrast, because the more you can create contrast, because stuff stands out. Like I want the sky and the castle to be very, very separate. And right now it's looking pretty dope. I'm focusing a lot on green, which is not really my favorite color to work mostly with. I'm pretty much a fan of purple. Purple's pretty much my favorite. And then blues are pretty good too. But green in this one is working out pretty well. Especially with the centerpiece, which I wanted to be that main chapel, which you know, you gotta have your focal points figured out. And with this one, I'm definitely making sure that yellow is the main focus for that castle. So getting in with some more details for the environment, I kind of am doing a light wash first with the light greens, and then I'm going over with a heavy cobalt blue to create some of that texturing. Because once it's dry, you can kind of use the brush at an angle to create some fun textures. This kind of looks like rocks, because Hogwarts is kind of up on a hillside, and you want to create something that looks like that rocky texture. I'm not the greatest at environments by any means, but this is kind of fun to test yourself, test the boundaries, and see if you can make something different. Working on that bridge a little bit, kind of did it in 3 layers. First I did that red to purple, and then I did a light blue for a highlight, and then I'm doing that dark blue to create that background. That was the best I could figure out to create the depth on that kind of architecture. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but right now I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm still learning how to do environments. And with this castle stuff, it's a lot of hard angles, not very organic. To me, watercolors is meant for organic stuff. So doing architecture is extremely hard. I have mad respect for anyone who can really like make super realistic stuff. Right now I'm kind of cheating a bit. I kind of just went and did silhouette styles for the right section of the castle. And oops, the video just did a little hiccup on me. That's funny. Well, now we're going back in time to when we're making that other section of Hogwarts. But this is kind of important though. You got some yellow windows, you know, while it's there I want to I create where the lighting's going to be and where the windows are. Very, very, very professional, Levi. Very professional. I like how my video's like popping around a bit. Whatever. I think you guys get the point. It's a good time to go back in time and see, how did I do those windows? First, I laid down yellow. And then, when it dried, then I went to that green to do the roof and the purple to do that shading. Very, very clever. Yes, I am. But anyway, now we're going forward in time. Yes, of course, forward in time with this video. You know what? This makes the video more interesting anyway. Who needs to have like a coherent timeline? Let's just skip around a bit and talk about it as we go. Makes it interesting either way. So the buildings right now, since it's dried out, I wanted to do that dripping effect that I love to do with watercolors. and it drips on with that red. I'm going back over now with various other sections of the painting and adding more drips. Like in the upper section, I want the sky to have that downward flow, which is the drips. For the water, I'm kind of going for super bright, super dark line, dark blue, and then a little bit of a highlight of green in the middle to create kind of a reflective thing. And I'm going into that purple to the green and going into the red to try and create like a balance of color. Because up above I've got reds and I want down below to be reds. And that was the best I could figure out to do a successful composition that was focusing on a building. Because buildings are relatively boring, but you want to have some things that you focus on. Like when you go back in time, you think about this main structure I did here where I wanted this, you know, yellow spire in the and as the focal point in the beginning, and that's why I wanted to go back to this point, because yes, it's very important to point out this part. Doing these little windows is like the bridge. You had to like do the yellow first, then do that dark blue, and then go back into purple and then do work on the hillside, which I wanted all the hills to be kind of like a green tone so that I could go back over it with blue. A lot of watercolors is about planning out your process, and I had a general idea of how I wanted the hillsides to be, and that's how I did it. As you can tell, as we speed up and teleport back in time. And I'm doing some more layering with the upper right section of the buildings, and I'm about to really finish this up. It's pretty much done at this point. Kind of just doing a few more touch-ups on the windows and such. I didn't really want to be too detailed because I want to focus more on the color, but you get the main silhouettes down, and I did a little bit of a building there in that lower corner, and that would be it. That's the finished piece. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please follow me, Facebook, Instagram, all that jazz. And if you have a comment, please leave it down below. And I hope you guys have a fantastic one. And I'll see you on the next one.